All right, we should be live right now. Make sure you can see us, you can hear us. Everything is working just fine. Let me just double check the camera real quick. Oh, yeah, working good. How's everybody doing today? And welcome to the homestead.
Hi, guys.
Can you see Rocco over there in the background? He's finally gotten up from a nap. How's everybody doing? Who's here today, honey?
We have White Rock Homestead.
White Rock.
Hi, Tara and Jason.
How's it going, guys?
We have Joe Cole.
Joe Cole.
And Pam B.
Ah, perfect.
And I thought I saw somebody else. But...
Oh, well, it's a slow start. It usually is. We hope you all are doing fantastic today and having a great day. Wasn't quite as hot as it's been the last week
No,
today.
It's actually cooled off a little bit.
Yeah, no, it was only about 85.
Yeah.
Not too bad. I actually turned the AC off for a good part of the day and opened the camper up and let things air out and get a little fresh air in there.
Yeah.
Well, I was going to wait a little bit longer. Is this a new canopy? No, this is an older canopy, but we took the older canopy and put it over here and bought a new one for the farmers markets.
Yeah, we just felt like setting up in front of the camper today.
Yeah, it's been a big day, guys. Big day. So I just wanted to start off. Excuse me, everyone. When we get done with this live, make sure you go over to It's All Grady and show them a little bit of love. They have had a pretty rough week this week, and I'm sure they could use your support. So make sure when you're done here today, go check out It's All Grady and give them a little love over there. They're having a rough time. So, well, big day today.
It has been a big day.
It has been a big day. So let me tell you guys, I took Missy's car. I don't know why I got a tickle in my throat. Pollen, probably. I took Missy's car yesterday to go into town and run a couple of errands.
Mm-hmm.
And on my way back, it lost power steering. And the battery light came on. Mm-hmm. I didn't hear anything, didn't feel anything. So I got it back home, opened up the hood, and the serpentine belt in Missy's car was shredded. And I mean, totally shredded.
Hi, Karen Spitzer.
Hey, Karen.
How are you? It's good to hear from you, too.
So that is a front-wheel drive little SUV kind of thing. Mm-hmm. So it's an inverted engine. So the serpentine belt is on the passenger side up against the inner fender wall. Well, let me tell you guys, there is like an inch and a half between that belt, where that belt is, and the fender well.
Yeah.
It's a tight spot. And I was thinking, oh my goodness, this is going to be a never-ending project.
Hi, Linda Oki. How you doing tonight? Thanks for joining us. Hi, Georgie.
Hey,
glad
Georgie.
You can make it in.
Cindy's here.
Hi,
Cindy's
Cindy.
in the house. So.
Hi, Scott Spencer.
Hey,
and
Scott
Susan.
Spencer and Susan. So I set my sights on getting that job done today. So I went to YouTube University, and I'm glad I did, because basically they said the best way to get at that is to take the skirting off, take the passenger tire off, take the skirting off inside there, the mud skirting on the inside fender wall, and then you take the air box out where the air cleaner is, and that will expose it pretty good. And I'm glad I went and checked that out, because that worked out really, really well.
I know, and it is super tight in there.
It's crazy tight.
I couldn't even get my arms in there.
No. So I did all that and got the old belt out, or what was left of the old belt. Is that buffering and making all kinds of fuzziness for you guys too? Let us know in the comments. That shouldn't be doing
Yeah, our
that.
screen keeps going fuzzy.
Yeah, and I apologize if it's happening on your end too, guys. So I got in there. I got the belt out. YouTube called that. Yeah, YouTube did call that. That was Lynn the Okie. I got the old belt out.
YouTube University. That's where we usually go when we need to find out stuff.
Yeah.
that we're not aware of.
Yeah, pulled that old belt out and checked all the pulleys. I was really concerned the idler pulley or something would be shot. Everything was fine. Went down to the auto parts store. They had the belt, and I tried to get a ratchet in there to get on the tension pulley to loosen it up to get the belt on. I couldn't get it in there. So when I was at the auto parts store, I was talking to the service girl in there, and she said, I'm like, hey, do you have a thin wall ratchet or something? I really don't want to spend $40 on this kit to do the serpentine belt. I've changed a serpentine belt twice in the 57 years I've been on this planet. I don't want to buy one. She said, oh, well, we have one you can use for free. You just pay us $31. And when you bring it back, we give you your money back in case you keep it. And boom. So I said, oh, that's fantastic. I'm going to do that. Well, I get back with the tool and the serpentine belt, and Missy came over and lent a helping hand, and we had that belt in and had the car put back together in an hour.
Yeah, it didn't take long at all.
I thought it was going to be an all-day affair, guys. I really thought I'd be into the hood of that car all day long.
So Karen says it's a little not too bad on the screen.
Yeah, I can see that too. I'm going to have to figure that out.
Yeah, I don't know why it keeps doing it. We thought it would be better if we were by the camper and not so far away.
Yeah, but
it's still doing it.
I wonder if it's because I'm using the GoPro.
I don't know.
I don't know.
Okay. Anyway.
But I will try the other camera.
I always say if you can Google it, you'll always find what you're looking for.
Absolutely right. So I was really impressed. Like, we were done with that project by what, noon?
Yeah.
Yeah, wasn't bad at all.
And yes, Joy, we are mechanically inclined, also carpenters at times. We are gardeners at times. We are landscapers at times.
We are jack of all trades, master of none. Oh, that screen is horrible. I apologize, guys. I can see what's going on. That is terrible. We're going to use a different camera next time. I think it might be too much for the GoPro. But anyway, that project got done. Belt's back on. Missy's car's running. I said, oh,
I know.
Well, I'm not going to waste the day. I think I'll mow the lawn. I got this big chunk behind us, and then I got the big chunk at the front of the property, and I got most of what's behind us done, and the lawnmower chewed up the drive belt on the lawnmower.
There's always something going on.
Spit that out. So... well, I'm not leaving it like that. The lawnmower worked fine. I just had to use it as a push mower, and I push mowed all the rest of the acre and a half that we needed to have mowed.
Yeah. White Rock says they're finishing the last cookie right now.
Ooh.
Need a resupply.
Oh, resupply of the cowboy cookies. Yeah.
Those cookies are amazing. I didn't even realize the recipe. I found the recipe. I know our screen is totally messed up right now. But
oh, that's horrible.
The recipe was easy and the cookies came out awesome for the first time I've ever tried them.
Yeah.
So, but I think adding raisins with the chocolate chips too might make them taste even better.
I think so too. Well, so that was kind of The belt shredding day is in the books. I gotta need to get a drive belt for the lawnmower,
Yeah.
and that's fine. But on new news, guys, I got out to the sawmill.
Yep.
Yesterday. I cut up 4 or 5 logs. I started cutting to put Missy's garden workshop farm stand building together.
A little bit of everything.
A little bit of everything. That's going to go out on the front of the property. So that project is finally started.
Yeah,
And
it'll be nice to have a building to start seeds in and to store a lot of equipment.
yeah, and to do your canning out there and
Yeah.
and processing of vegetables as they come out of the garden.
Yeah, we look at getting a full sink and water hookup out there.
Even
and,
a stove out
yeah,
there,
and having a
refrigerators.
stove. Yep.
Yeah, have the whole
So that'll
thing
be
going.
nice. We'll probably have that whole kitchen set up before we even have a house set up.
It's possible. But anyway, guys, I am working the sawmill. I got most of the slats for the roof done.
Mhm.
I got a bunch of 2x6s done, and I got the first 4 beams for the front of it done. So I got a few more beams, some more 2x6s, some 1xs, some floor joists. Shouldn't take too long, maybe 2 more days on the mill, and I should have all that lumber cut up and ready to go.
All right, let's see. Glenda Bendel has joined us. Hi, Glenda. And T McD, thanks for joining us, T McD. All right.
What's Scott Spencer saying? White
He's
Rock.
talking to White Rock.
Oh, he's talking to White Rock.
Yes.
Well, that happens in the chat. Everybody breaks away and talks to themselves.
Yes, and Pam B, it is awesome to get that project started.
Oh.
It'll make a big difference. It'll help out a lot.
Oh, it'll help out incredibly. And with a building here on our property, we can actually start doing rain catchment.
Yeah.
It just opens up a whole avenue of possibilities for us. And we are super excited to get that going.
Yeah.
Because once that one's done, that's it, guys.
Then you're going to start milling for the house.
And then I'm going to start milling for the house. And that project is going to take a while.
Yeah, it's going to take
project.
A while. Cindy wants to know, is it going to be fully enclosed building? Not fully enclosed.
No. So it's going to start off as a 10 by 30 lean-to style building with 3 walls.
The back and the 2 sides.
The back and the 2 sides in 10 by 20 of it.
Yes.
The last 10 feet is going to be open for now. So it's a cool place with a breeze. Still be outside, but you'll have a roof over your head.
But eventually the back side closest to the house
will get sealed.
Will get fully closed in so that I can have a full kitchen out there.
Full kitchen, and we're even talking about doing a walk-in out there, I think. So a lot of plans for that little building. We'll see how it goes. I'm excited to get started on that.
Yeah, absolutely. So Lynn the Okie says, are you going to use some of the logs on building the house?
Yes. Actually, I am milling all of the lumber that I am going to use to build the house.
Yeah.
That was the main purpose of buying the sawmill. When we cleared the land, we had them stack all of that timber. You can see a pile behind us if the screen would stop blurring. I have a ton of lumber here. I should have plenty of lumber to build the house, no problem. But over Missy's shoulder, that tree line over there, well, we're going to push that tree line back another 50 feet. and I will be keeping that timber as well.
Yeah, we realized that we need to push it back because we do need more pasture.
Yeah.
We didn't realize at first how much garden we were putting in.
Well, we're going to expand the garden too.
We are. But yeah, it does need to go back.
Yeah.
But let's see. Yes, we are getting some good practice on milling lumber with the projects before we start the house.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Getting much better at milling.
Yeah. Yeah. The milling is going well. And actually, we're going to raise the mill up and put it on some 6x6s just before we do the house.
Yeah.
Because I want that mill straight and true.
Yes.
I don't want any issues when I'm milling the lumber for the house. I want to be able to just bang it out.
Yeah.
What is going on with our screen?
Just ignore it. I can see the comments.
Oh, so sorry, guys.
Hi, Ouachita Pharmacy.
Hey,
they say hello, Pharmacy. Wonderful people.
Oh, thank you so much. So,
and Cindy wants to know, what is the reason for the full kitchen?
So the reason for the full kitchen is we here in the state of Arkansas, under the Food Freedom Act, can sell home canned products. And we can do that right out of the camper. In fact, we're doing that right now. There's a few things we have to do. We have to pH stuff. We have to maintain a certain amount of records.
Everything has to be labeled with our farm number and
ingredients and all that.
Yeah, all the ingredients.
But if we wanted to can, say, beans or corn or any raw vegetables, we would have to have our kitchen certified. And really all that means is that, you know, it's a clean and cleanable environment with all stainless steel. All stainless steel and, you know, a good industrial refrigerator or a walk-in. So that's kind of the plan moving forward. And we're going to build the building with that in mind. So... And it'd be nice because canning season's on. We're in canning season right now.
I know. So all I've been doing every spare moment, I've been canning. Canning. Or preserving. I've been freezing my tomatoes to save for later for sauce.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's been canning every second that I have available.
That's right. But
I actually just finished pickles. Yeah.
So, but it creates a lot of heat in the camper, and when the house is built, it will create a lot of heat and a lot of steam in the house itself. And it would be better if we had a separate building to be able to do that in with a little bit easier to climate control, with good venting and all of that. So that's our plan moving forward for that building. Like everything else on the homestead, once we start building it, we'll see what happens because...
So, Lynn Neoki wants to know how many acres. We have 5 acres.
Yes, we have 5.9 acres to be exact.
And we have about an acre and a half to maybe acre and 3/4 cleared right now.
That you're looking at. Now, there's behind us... There's another acre and a half in that tree line. And then behind on the side of Missy, there's another 2 acres that's fully wooded. That we have both those areas in reserve. The area behind us, that tree line back there, we want to put an orchard over there. We're going to clear that, I want to say next year. Most likely the year after, and put in a berry and a fruit tree orchard over there.
Yeah, so, I really want berries.
Yeah.
I can wait on the fruit trees. I know that they take a while, so we need to get them in, but I really want berries.
Yeah, blueberries, blackberries, strawberries, raspberries.
Yes, because they're right now, they're expensive to have to buy.
Oh, they are expensive to have to buy. And blackberry jam. You can't go wrong with a little blackberry jam. So what
right.
else we got going on there?
So I missed a couple.
You can watch them on your phone
I
if you
know I
want.
missed a couple of comments here.
While she's looking that up, guys, other big news. We launched our merch store yesterday. So there's a link down in the description below. And if you go below the description in our videos, there should be a link to our merch store. We're pretty proud of that. We are getting our sample merch, should be here tomorrow.
Yep.
So we are going to check that out and see what it looks like and make sure the quality is good. Now, I know the shirts that we picked are good quality shirts. So, and I know that because you guys see me in Laconia shirts that are 2 years old. Those are the same type of shirts. They're a good quality
Those have been
shirt.
washed many, many times.
Many, many, many times.
All right. So Joe Cool wants to know if we're going to buy plywood.
No, Joe Cool. I am not going to buy plywood. So I am going to be milling up all my own sheathing. So starting on the floor, I am going to put down 1x and I'm going to cut them to tongue and groove. I have a router table and I'm going to lay them out. And then I'm going to put hardwood floors on top of that because we have a ton of loblolly pine here, which is southern yellow pine.
Yeah.
It makes great floors. And then I will go this way, if the screen would be fine, with the subfloor. And then I will go the other way with our hardwood floors. And that will tie it all together and make it nice and straight. And then as far as the outside sheathing, I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to run 1x and I'm going to run that all the way around. It's an old school way of doing things. In fact, our Putnam house was that way. Our Thompson house was that way. I mean, anything that was built before the 60s, maybe the 50s, it was all rough cut 1x sheathing. And it works just fine. So I'll put sheathing over it. I'll put a vapor barrier over that. And then I'll put my outside siding over that. That is most likely going to be a board and batten design. I might mill my own clapboards, but most likely it's going to be a board and batten. And then on the roof, that's exactly what I'm going to do on the roof too. If you've ever seen like a cedar shake roof, that's all it is. It's 1x on top of the roof rafters so that cedar can breathe from the underside. I'm going to do the same thing. And then I'm going to put a brand new metal roof with a vapor barrier and insulation in there. And so no plywood at all. I'm hoping to build this house with pretty much 100% of my own lumber.
That would be
here on the farm.
Yeah, so we don't have to go and buy any.
Yeah. And then the inside, I'm not doing sheetrock. I'm going to mill up 1/2-inch pieces of probably shiplap, again, with the router table. And we're going to do that way. So we have plans to spray everything down to keep the bugs away and stain somehow the board and batten and do some kind of stain on the inside siding. It's the way we want to do it. I want to build my own house and I want to build it from scratch. So this is how we're going to do it.
All right.
We'll see how it goes.
Scott and Susan say that they're needing tomatoes this week if we have any. They'd like to come out sometime during the evening so Susan can come.
Yeah, that's fine.
So
that's fine.
We'll have to
reach out to us, Scott and Susan, and we'll set up a time and you guys can come on over. We do have tomatoes right now.
Yeah, we do.
So that would be perfect. So
all right. All right, my wild home has joined us.
Hey,
Hi guys, thanks
how's
for
it?
joining us tonight.
Hey, welcome from the island. My wild home, guys. You got to go check them out. They are in. I keep forgetting, but I'm pretty sure it's British Columbia. And they own an island on a big old lake, and they are starting their own homestead out there.
Right.
And they've got
beautiful.
It's beautiful. They have a fantastic channel, and you guys should go check them out. I do a live on Thursday, I think. When do you My Wild Home? When do you guys do your live?
Yes, they are in British Columbia.
Yes, they are in British Columbia. When do you do your live? Let the folks know so they can come check out your live.
All right. Let's see. I'm trying to go right down the line.
Okay.
White Rock says they also have an outside kitchen as well. It's Arkansas and it's too hot inside.
It is. It is.
To can.
And when you're canning
outside, I do
the
a lot
AC
of
doesn't
canning
help.
outside here too. I use the stove inside to prepare like my brines and stuff like that, but I do most of my water bath outside, so it does make it a lot easier.
Wow, our picture quality is so bad today,
I know.
guys.
I think it was Pam B who said, "Don't worry, we can hear you. Don't worry about the picture," which is funny. I
am sorry. We're gonna go back to the other camera on a tripod. We never had any issues with that.
Yes, Lynn, we are going to coat it.
Yes.
Like we said earlier, we'll probably do some kind of whitewash inside.
Yes.
But I know that we're gonna do stain on the outside.
Stain on the outside and and anything that is potentially exposed. Because right behind me, guys, that's my foundation. That's my sonotube pilings foundation. So
we have started our house.
It will be exposed from underneath, and we will spray it down. There's a spray that you can get to spray on the wood. It's good for like 10 years and keeps the bugs away.
Yeah, so Joe Cool says, wow, that sounds like how our forefathers did it. Sounds nice. It is. It's really back to basics.
Yeah, it is back to basics. But, I mean, when we bought the land in 2020 and we were figuring out what we were going to do, I mean, a sheet of... Bailey's chasing the chickens.
Yes. My Wild Home says, oh, we love you guys. Thank you so much. Our live is on Thursday night, 7 p.m. Central Time.
Oh, there you go. Go check them out. After White Rock Nation, you can go check out My Wild Home.
There's so many other channels that have lives.
Thursday's a big live channel.
Too.
So
all right, so welcome, Paul Dillinger.
Hey,
how'd
Paul.
y'all make your money to do all this? Y'all are not too far from me.
Oh, cool.
Well, Paul, we had a budget when we started our homestead.
That's right.
And came down here. And we've been doing farmers markets, and it's not easy, but we're making it happen.
Yeah. So when we started figuring out what we were going to do with the house, I mean, a sheet of plywood was going for $95 or something, and 2x4s were like $8 or some crazy number like that. And I put it all together for the sawmill, and all in, guys, I was $5,000 all in for the sawmill, delivered with everything. There's no, and I had the timber. It's not like I had to buy timber. I had the timber. So I made the decision. I'm going to buy a sawmill. I'm going to mill up the timber myself. Mm-hmm. That's how we're going to build our house. It's labor intensive, but it's cost effective.
But we've built together before. We've built several things. Yeah. I feel very confident that we can build our own house.
Yep, I do too.
It might not be perfect, but
yeah, well, I've seen houses that crews build, and they're not perfect either. So
Pam wants to know, will you be working through the fall and winter on the builds? Absolutely. Or what are your plans?
Absolutely. Yes. Absolutely. In fact, I probably will not even start milling for the house until the beginning of fall, because we are doing, 4 or 5 farmers markets a week. Mm-hmm. plus garden maintenance, plus house maintenance, plus garden maintenance, plus homestead maintenance, and
taking care of the animals,
taking care of the animals, and putting out fires like snapped fan belts and.
I know.
But at least I probably just by the time I get this building built for Missy, we're going to be in September.
Yeah.
So right after that, I'll start, and we will be in the beginning of fall.
Yeah, so we'll definitely video that and show you guys some of that too.
Oh, absolutely. We will be bringing you guys along for the whole thing.
Yeah, he did some milling, and there'll be a video coming out on that, Tuesday?
Tomorrow.
Yeah.
Tomorrow there'll be a video coming out for the milling that I just did because you guys have been asking about milling and when I was going to do it. I will get better on my taking film for milling. The problem is the milling process is a very long, arduous process, and having to move cameras and setups. It takes a while. It takes a while, and I tried something different with this video, so check it out. It'll be out tomorrow. Spoiler alert, I used 3 different cameras and set them up so I don't have to move the cameras around as much. You're getting different angles.
It'll just be a lot more editing.
Yeah, it's just a lot more editing. So
yeah,
we'll get better on the milling. You know, I'm not Jackie in the Woods, I think his name is. He does strictly milling videos.
Yeah.
He does a good job. I'm not that. Yeah. So we'll get it down. So what else is going on in the comments?
My Wild Home says, I mean, you guys are legit doing this all on your own land. That's the way to win. Proud of you. Thank you, My Wild Home.
Thank you, guys.
I see you guys building too.
Yeah. Yeah, and they're doing it legit too.
I love the birdhouse that you built.
That's right. And because they're on an island, they don't get no deliveries out there.
No.
They have a small barge, and they have to get their supplies brought to shore.
Yeah, it is
and
really
then
cool.
put it on the barge,
to at least go
and
check
then they
got
to bring it over to their island themselves. So they are doing some fantastic
Pam
stuff.
B says, awesome plans. I'm excited to watch the progress.
Oh, thank you.
All right. Joe Cool says, and it's safer for you.
Yeah.
Come on. Doesn't want to move.
Doesn't want to move.
White Rock says, 3 cameras. Oh, fancy now.
Yeah, well.
Laughing out loud.
Yeah, well, wait till you see the video and then hold judgment till then, okay? We'll see how it goes. What else is going on? Oh, all right, guys. So 3 weeks from now.
Bug.
Ooh, get it. Kill it.
All right.
Feed it to the chickens.
They'll come get it.
And I'm surprised one of them didn't jump up on my shoulder to get it. 3 weeks from now, guys. 3 weeks. Mark it in your calendar. We will be at the Homesteaders Expo in Marshfield, Missouri. That is a Friday and Saturday event.
Yes.
We will be there both days. We're going to be doing a turn and burn. So please, if you are coming to that event or plan to come to that event, make sure that you find us and come. Yeah. We'd love to chat with you. We love meeting people that watch the channel, and we love meeting other YouTubers that are going to be there. White Rock Nation is going to be there. So
I know. I was talking to Tara the other day, and it would be nice, like we went together. Not like in the same vehicle, but, you know.
Well, they're going there and camping, so they'll be there.
No, I know.
But we can hang out together there, absolutely. And if it's a scorching Missouri day.
Yeah, she says, woo, we'll be there too.
Yeah. Yeah, so if you guys are planning on going to that, please look for us. We'd love to sit and chat with you and get to know you better.
Cindy wants to know what a turn and burn is.
A turn and burn. Okay. So this Marshfield event is only about 2 hours and 20 minutes, 2 hours and 10 minutes away. And because we have the dogs and the chickens and the meat birds and the rabbits and the garden has to be tended to, we are going to get up early, do all our chores, jump in the truck. We're going to drive there. If we leave here at 6 in the morning, we'll be 34.
So it's basically day trips, Cindy. The short story is day trips.
I'm trying to fill a whole hour here.
I know.
You kind of gotta stretch in movies. Stretch it out. Stretch it.
So a turn and burn is just going and coming back.
Going and coming back both days. So it'll be long days for us, but we're super excited, and we're super excited to meet some of y'all. Cindy, you should just hop on a plane and fly on down. Springfield, Missouri is not that far away. Come on. I dare you, Cindy. I dare you to get on a plane and come.
Springfield, Missouri, she's going to come here.
She is going to come here. But you might want to get a hotel. You probably don't want to sleep in here with the dogs and us. You can, but it will not be a restful night's sleep for sure. Because you'll be sleeping where Bailey sleeps or Rocco sleeps. They tend to sleep on the fold-out couch a lot. So, thanks, Melissa. Oh,
she says, thanks, Melissa. Missy, for the short explanation.
Yeah. But Cindy is quite the traveler. I wouldn't be surprised if she did show up there. What's Scott Spencer say?
Yeah, I love it when Rocco herds the chickens back to the coop.
Yeah, he does that quite a bit. In fact, he's like taking on a livestock guardian dog persona.
No, he loves being outside all day long.
All day, and he doesn't want to come in at night.
First thing in the morning, he scratches at the door to go out. He wants to be out all day.
He goes and lays in the gazebo and watches the chickens all day.
Yep. Or he lays under the camper so he can see the chickens and the rabbits.
Yep.
He's protecting them, that's for sure.
Yeah.
But he likes to have his space. So if they're too close, he herds them back over.
They've been drinking out of his water bowl lately, and I'm surprised he's been tolating that. But
no, he doesn't seem to have a problem with it. They come right over and get a drink.
What are you doing there, Rocco Lapone? You want to come say hi to the folks? Come here. Say hi to the folks. Look at
Cindy says, sorry.
Oh, good boy.
On my vacation time is used up until after September, but it's tempting just for the tomatoes. I know.
All right.
I knew what you meant. You didn't have to retype it.
Yeah. No.
All right. Fine. And then Glenda. Oh, I missed somebody. David Moffat.
Oh, Dave Moffat is in the house.
Hi, Dave Moffat. Thanks for joining us. Oh, I must have got bit because now I'm itchy.
Uh-oh. Probably a chigga. Probably a chigga.
Yeah.
Ticks have gone away. Since we've gotten the chickens, the ticks have all gone away.
Yeah, we don't, I'm sure they're in the wooded area.
Knock on wood, guys.
But we haven't had any ticks.
No, they've pretty much. A little
bit of mosquitoes.
Yeah, not many. Maybe one or two.
Yeah. They've been taking care of the ticks and the flies, and so it's been nice. Yeah,
it's been very, very nice. So, what else do we have going on? We did merch. Mm-hmm. We did the Homesteaders Festival. We did the breakdowns. We did the building. We did the milling. Any questions, guys? We got 20 minutes left. I ran out of things to say. See, you're supposed to stretch it out.
Oh, that's what I forgot. Go run and get it.
What?
Speaking of the garden, my corn. All right, guys.
Oh!
So I remember telling guys that our corn just kind of all fell over, and we thought we weren't going to see anything coming from it. And if you remember me telling you, I planted some ornamental corn. So I was hoping that I'd get some off of it, and I actually was able to get some. So here it is.
We were able to harvest 2 cornels. Look at that, guys.
I think there's a few more out there, but
beautiful.
A little bit closer. There we go.
Look at the color in that corn, guys.
So
Bailey, what are you doing?
It was nice to be able to get some corn out of it, even though I probably won't have any for the farmer's market, but it's pretty to look at.
Yeah, and we know we can grow corn.
Yeah.
We just have to grow it differently so it doesn't blow
Yeah.
over. So.
All right, let's see. Scott Spencer says, it's still very expensive, Eric. I helped my brother with a project last week, and one piece of 3/4-inch plywood, $98 a sheet at Lowe's.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness, that is
Yeah.
outrageous.
Yeah, that is outrageous. That should be like $36. So.
All right. Cindy says she ordered a t-shirt before yesterday from your merch store. Will I still get it? You should.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, you'll get it. You'll get it, no problem. They will. It takes 2 days from the time you order it for them to make it, 2 business days.
Yep.
And they said it ships usually within 2 days of that. But they'll send you an email with a tracking number. So
yeah, you should be able to track it.
And then however long it takes in shipping to get to you. So it took it took under a week for us to get our stuff. So and it was a pretty good size order. So
thanks, Pam.
Thank you, Cindy, for ordering.
Yeah, thank you, Cindy, for ordering. But I was saying thank you to Pam for the corn. She said that corn is awesome.
Yeah, it's cool.
It is really cool, and it was supposed to be ornamental corn that I was going to sell at the farmer's market, but thanks, Cindy. It is gorgeous too.
Yeah. Well,
yeah,
it all blew over. We planted it.
I was bummed out about it, but what can you do? We should have planted it in a clump. Square.
Yeah, in a clump.
Like they suggest instead of a row, and now we know why.
Yeah, you can't plant corn in a single row with nothing around it. The wind just comes over, and once it snaps that stalk, it's done.
But these were actually on the ground, and I was peeling them back because I was going to feed them to the chickens. And then and then found these. Yeah. And they were so pretty. I'm like, okay, we need to take those and clump them together.
Yeah.
So, all right.
How are the other chickens doing? When will you be harvesting them? That's from Karen Spitzer.
Mm-hmm.
The other chickens are doing fantastic. The meat birds are growing by leaps and bounds. And in fact, they will be going out into their mobile chicken coop, into the hoop house coop next week. So they have done very well. We did have one loss. Not sure why we had a loss, but it does happen with Cornish cross. But we're very happy this batch. Once they sent our replacement birds, they all seem to be thriving very well. And speaking of the birds, here's a little homesteader hint for you guys. So we were checking the birds today, and one of the birds had injured its foot. So it had a little cut on its foot, and it had a little bit of blood coming out of the cut. So my first instinct was get Blue Coat. Now, Blue Coat is like a little spray-on antiseptic for animals.
Yeah.
So we sprayed the chicken's foot with the Blue Coat and didn't realize it, and put him back in the brooder. Well, all the other chickens honed right in on that blue foot and started pecking at it.
Because they think it looks like a worm.
Yeah, I don't know what they think it looks like, but they either don't like it or they like it a lot. So we immediately pulled him back out, and we isolated him in a cage and let the Blue Coat settle in and do its thing to get that antibiotic in the cut. And then I came back a couple hours later, and I wiped all the excess off and put him back in the brooder, and they are not bothering him at all now. So if you have chickens and they get an injury and you put the Blue Coat on them, especially if they're in a brooder situation, it's my experience that the other birds will
pecking right at them.
Pecking right at that area. So just be aware before you spray Blue Coat somewhere. You might have to isolate that bird for a little while and then wipe the excess away. So, little homesteader hint from the newbies.
All right. So let's see. David Moffat says, my uncle always told me to plant in 3 rows so the wind can pollinate them.
Yeah.
Yeah, we didn't have a problem with pollination here.
Yeah.
The corn pollinated. We had stalks on ears on every stalk.
Yep.
And they were doing well. They just
They
all
were.
blew over and they weren't able to mature.
But they were in a row
Yeah.
like this, and we should have planted 2 or 3 rows side by side this. So that if the wind knocked it wouldn't knock it all the way over. It would just hit the other corn and then it would recover. But because they were all by themselves, the wind knocked it straight over and it snapped the stalk.
Yeah. So,
and that's the end of that.
But that's all right. Lesson learned.
Yeah. No, lesson learned.
All right. Let's see. Oh, David Moffat says he also lost his black sex link, both my leghorns and a buff Orpington in the past 2 days.
Oh.
He thinks he has a weasel in the area.
Oh, no.
Down to your last bird.
Oh, that's
that
horrible.
is awful. It was awful when the raccoon got at our birds, our meat birds.
And that's the reason why our meat birds are not going in the hoop house right away. Yeah. They could possibly go in this week, but I'm going to wait till Sunday or Monday because I am doing some predator proofing to that hoop house to protect them a little better, and there'll be a video on that, so stay tuned for that.
Yeah, so sorry, David, for all the birds that you lost.
Yeah.
That's horrible.
That's horrible. Do you have a live trap out? Try throwing a live trap out. That works for us. I mean, it was groundhogs in the garden, but we were able to trap them and get rid of them. That or I don't know.
Put the lights
sit outside
too.
with a shotgun at night.
Let's see. White Rock wants to know, so will you be putting stone or something on the ground under your house when you go to build?
No.
No, it's actually pretty rocky under there as it is.
Yep.
So we tend to throw rocks.
We throw rocks there, but we're going to put a French drain around it.
Yeah.
And we're going to put skirting around it with a wire mesh so no critters and snakes can get under there. That's the plan for it. So it'll be just a ground crawl space with, I'll have a hatch somewhere to get under. So that's kind of the plan. Hopefully it'll be fine. I'd like a little bit of airflow under there anyway. Just so we don't get a condensation or mildew issue going on whatsoever down underneath the house. So but I might be wrong. Maybe that's the wrong way to do it. But I've seen plenty of houses up on stilts like that, so it should be fine.
Yeah, and then they just close it in underneath and
skirt it in and put some wire up, and it should be fine. I just put Predator Eyes LED lights out tonight. Yeah. We have solar powered motion detection lights on both sides of the meat birds hoop coop, and I have one on the front of the mobile chicken coop, and they work really, really well. Yeah. We, knock on wood, we haven't had any problems since I put those lights up.
Not at all.
FYI, the lights that I got from On For You work fantastic. They work on my phone. I can get them to work in sync, but lightning makes them turn on.
Yeah, whenever we have a
comes out and boom, the lights are on. So go figure.
But it's okay because they're solar powered.
They're solar powered. They're fine.
They don't stay on very long.
No. They don't stay on long at all. Oh, where are we at? Oh, we got like 10, 11 minutes left. Yeah. What else should we talk about?
Well, White Rock wants to know if we've seen deer again in the back corner.
Oh, well. No, I have not seen another deer in the back corner. So the back corner that you're talking about is right behind Missy's head, where the two tree lines come together. Back there, I don't know if you can see it, but the mobile chicken coop is back over there. What was it? 3-4 days ago, I went out in the morning at whatever, 5:45, 6 o'clock in the morning, and I got all the way back there to the wood line where the chickens are, and I heard this deer call, an alert call, and I saw, I mean, he was big, and I'm saying it could have been a doe. It was good size in the back. Flag went up, alarm calling, off into the woods it went.
Yeah, he took off.
And I'm thinking it was a buck, and that alarm call was letting somebody else that was bedding down there know.
Yeah. But we know that there are still deer in the area.
Oh, yeah.
Because something got into our garden and ate.
Yeah.
But
So, something ate the tops of my okra plants off, and those are 3 feet off the ground. So that ain't a bunny or a raccoon or an armadillo. They would have knocked the stalk over.
Yeah.
They got in, and we had the fence, left the fence off.
I know.
So
I forgot to turn it on.
Yeah, they only got a couple of the plants, but that's okay. So I'm pretty sure that was a deer. I have heard rustling in the morning in that same area. I might change what I do up a little bit and either head out there a little later in the morning, because right in that corner, I've got 4 or 5 oak trees. So that's where the deer are setting up down there. And frankly, guys, that's where I want the deer to set up down there. So I might either change my morning schedule, or I might just move the chickens out of there so I'm not down there so much, because hunting season is right around the corner. Yeah. And if we got deer that close, I don't want to spook them away. I want them to feel
we've
comfortable.
also been throwing the leftover corn stalks that kind of died off into the chickens.
Yeah.
So we know that they've been coming and feeding on whatever's out there.
Yeah. So we'll see how that goes. Hopefully we'll get a deer this year.
Yep.
Hopefully I'll get 5 deer this year.
That would be nice. Yeah, deer can jump the fence. And that's what we're afraid of. So but I think that they sense, because when I go by our electric fence for the garden, I can hear it clicking. Yeah. So I think the deer know when it's on and when it's not.
I think so too, and I think that they can maybe even feel that it's on. So I don't know. That's speculation on my part.
All right.
You're right. They can jump over the fence, but it would help if the fence was on.
So Karen Spitzer wants to know, are you doing all your electrical and plumbing for your house?
Yes.
Yes.
Yes, I'm doing all the electrical and plumbing. I'm also going to build all the cabinetry myself.
He does have a lot of experience. When we owned our own home, he remodeled the whole first floor and did all the electrical, the plumbing, and all the cabinets, and remodeled the whole kitchen. So
that we bought cabinets and I installed them. This one I'm going to actually build the cabinets.
But I have a lot of faith that we'll be able to do this.
That's awesome. Thank you.
Yeah. I mean, remodeling.
No pressure there, guys, at all.
Remodeling a house and remodeling our house. Come here. It's pretty much the same thing as building the house. Hi, chickens.
There's a whole flock of chickens coming over. Can you see them? Yeah, you can kind of see them.
They like going underneath the camper.
All right,
so
Bailey,
that they
you
can
leave
go
them
visit
chickens
the bunnies.
alone. Bailey.
But anyway.
Bailey, come here.
See.
Bailey,
yes.
come
Stephen
here.
Moffat, the gazebo will make a great hunting camp. I'm sure that
you know what? The gazebo will make a good hunting camp.
I'm sure that he'll be in there.
Yeah, I could. I could just go set up that chair in there at like 3 o'clock in the morning, take a nap, wake up with the sun.
Yeah.
Bam.
Yeah.
Take
and
him right out.
Ouachita Pharmacy, he does have a muzzle loader. So
yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yes, but YouTube doesn't like us talking about bang sticks, so we can't talk too much about bang sticks.
No,
They
but
frown on
you
it.
know what? It's fine.
It'll be all
It's
right.
one comment.
Yeah. Don't tell
Anyway.
anybody, guys.
So, yeah, I'm sure, Cindy, that the deer can hear the hum from the electricity, but our electric fence has a higher joule
Yes.
on the garden.
It is
so
a
it
jewel.
actually, when you walk by, you can hear it clicking.
Yes, and
Like,
that's
I can hear it.
yeah, and that's usually when like a blade of grass or something is touching it. That's when it's really clicking.
Yeah.
So
White Rock says, you can talk about them, you just can't show them.
oh
They don't
okay.
like being shown.
Oh, well then that's fine. Not a problem. Not a problem at all. All these chickens are tormenting the dogs
I
behind us.
know. The bunnies are doing great.
Yes.
They've really settled into their new homes. They're doing well.
Very well. And Bill will be visiting his ladies very, very soon.
Well, the ladies will be visiting Bill.
Yes, that's right. In rabbit hierarchy, the girls come to the men.
Yes.
But yes, I think in fairness to Hillary, we will let Hillary go first.
Yes.
And then Monica can kind of come in on the backside.
So,
little Arkansas trivia for you there, guys.
We actually are giving them frozen water bottles every day.
Yep.
Around noonish time when it starts getting really hot.
And they love them.
We're giving them frozen banana treats. So they're doing.
Yeah.
White Rock says, we love your rabbit names.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, they get treats. They get hay every day.
Yeah, they do.
They get their pellets every day. Everybody, and let me tell you something, guys. All the animals on the homestead are getting treated way better than we treat ourselves because they get number one priority.
They do. The chickens are loving harvesting season because whatever is rotten or doesn't sell at the farmer's market and can't be used by us canned, it goes into a bucket every day. Every morning they get that bucket.
Oh, yeah. And let me tell you something. Throw a bunch of overripe cherry tomatoes out to a bunch of chickens.
Oh, and they love tomatoes.
It's like seeing a riot, man. They are just all over it. And they fling them in the air, too. Yeah. They run around with them. They'll fling them in the air. It's funny. It's a pretty good show.
But our bunnies absolutely... What does that say? Oh, sorry. Our bunnies absolutely love frozen bananas.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Oh, yeah. They're all over them.
Yep.
Yeah.
So,
and we're keeping now the people we got the rabbits from, they gave the rabbits bunnies. They gave the rabbits bunnies. They gave
bananas.
Words are hard, guys. Good friend of mine told me that. They were given the rabbits bananas. So this is not a new treat that we are introducing to them to. They are actually, they gave us a bag of pellets, so they're eating bananas, which is the same. They gave us some hay, which is the same, and the pellets are all the same.
Yep.
We have been giving them a green bean occasionally. We know that rabbits, you need to bring in anything new that you're giving them.
They love carrot greens
on a very small scale and let them work up to getting it more often. So
yes. Thank you, White Rock. His first name is Eric, so he can add you to the master list.
Whose first name is Eric?
Yours.
Oh. White Rock didn't know my first name?
No, David Moffat.
Oh, David Moffat. Oh, okay.
But White Rock answered before we could answer because you were talking, so I didn't want to be rude.
I'm always talking.
But, so how often do you grocery shop? Since you grow so much, what do you buy?
Once a month.
Yeah, we grocery shop once a month.
Once a month, and that list of stuff that we buy is going way down. So
it is.
You still need toilet paper and cleaning supplies.
And sometimes we end up going to the store more often than once a month, just because we need jars for canning.
Yes, but grocery shopping.
Yes, but the actual grocery shopping
is
part
once
of
a
it.
month. And we were doing, when we first moved here, we were doing what, $400 a month? Because we were buying vegetables, we were buying meat.
Yeah.
Now we have a freezer full of chickens. We're thinking about getting a half a cow. We buy a lot less meat. We buy no vegetables from the store at all, and we have cut that at least by a third.
Oh, White Rock says, "Great live, guys. It must be 7:00. We're not even paying attention to the
Oh
time.
goodness,
We're just talking.
we are out of time.
Yes, thank you guys for everyone who came in. Have a great night, and we will see you next time.
Bye.
Bye, guys. Bye, Glenda.